There was one video that truly made me want to create, and that's probably where everything started for me. It was My Year 2016 by Sam Calder. Back then, I didn't really think there was a message in it. I saw it as a fancy montage, great shots, cool locations, a life that looked exciting. But there actually was a message. Do what makes you feel alive. And I think the problem is, I never consciously built my work or my life around that idea. I was inspired by the style, but not guided by the meaning. So, when YouTube became my job, I started focusing on views instead of passion, on what performs, what sponsors might like, what makes sense on paper. And slowly, that took something away from my passion for filmmaking. So, this video is a reminder, a message to myself. And to make sure it actually matters, I'm setting a reminder now to rewatch this video at the end of 2026 and ask myself one simple question. Did you actually follow along? Because life looks different now. I'm a father, I'm settled, and those were conscious choices I don't regret for a second. But it means I can't create the same way I used to. I can't just disappear and chase moments anymore. And that's okay. Because I don't need to escape my life to feel alive. It doesn't have to be big moves or epic travel. It just has to be intentional. This year, I want to be serious about that. Once a week, or at least regularly throughout the month, I want to do something I genuinely want to do. Create small adventures and film real moments, ideally together with my family, and find ways to turn those moments into content that's honest, useful, and still true to me. I want to stop only chasing the algorithm and start trusting that the right audience will find the work I care about. So, future Pascal, if you're watching this at the end of 2026, I hope the answer is yes. And maybe 10 years after watching My Year 2016, this is the year you finally created your own My Year video. One that reflects the life you actually chose. Hey, thanks for watching this little short film or whatever it was. I also quickly want to talk here about the DJI Osmo Nano. No, this is not sponsored. I in fact never ever talked to anyone from DJI, neither in the past or now. This is just my honest opinion and I paid the full price for it. And in this video I wanted to challenge myself a bit by only using the Osmo Nano, because I've been using it quite a bit since it came out and I actually love this camera because the quality is actually quite nice. I used the DJI Action 5 Pro before and that was already pretty good, and the image quality here seems to be very similar, maybe slightly below, but it certainly looks good in D-Log M 10-bit. And I mostly use it by having it just attached to my chest so that I can film a bit of behind the scenes footage what I can include in my videos. But I also noticed that this camera is actually a lot more capable of different shots, like in that cafe, for example, that top-down shot of me grabbing my phone or my hand grabbing my phone there, for example. You can see the behind the scenes here. That was like a super easy shot to get with it. Also, when I shot here by the beach, etc., it was so easy to get everything because you can just unplug the screen from the camera while the camera is somewhere else, and then you can quickly frame your shot. So you sit perfectly in the middle, for example. That's why I actually have to say I prefer this camera over something like the new Osmo Action 6 or also GoPro cameras or 360 or whatever, because you can just attach that and get your shots easily. And it comes with all those accessories directly in the box, like even this suction cup here. Oh shit. Like that suction cup here that even attached to my hand, that allowed me recently to quickly get some shots from the outside of my car, which usually with regular suction cups from a normal camera would have taken a lot longer to set up. Of course, normal camera would look a bit different, yes, but if you use ND filters with that Osmo Nano, then it's actually not a problem. It actually looks great and you get some motion blur in there, what makes it look more like a normal camera. So yeah, that's also great that it comes with that. I will do a more in-depth review about the Osmo Nano soon, but I just quickly wanted to share my initial thoughts here. So great camera, and as you can see, you can even shoot a short film with that. Of course, you're pretty limited, you can't really get certain angles and stuff, but well, if the perspective doesn't matter a lot, then you can. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, if you're looking for another affordable full-frame camera that is also quite nice to use, check out this video here in the corner about the Canon R8, and yeah, also consider subscribing, and I see you in the next video.